what do you think is success for Rhythmic Rebellion, and what is success for the artists that work with you on the platform? How do you treat that as success for them?
There's two things that are important to artists, especially up and coming artists. Number one is to build a fan base.
Yes.
And so that's sort of what our first goal was. To give you an example, we created a gift code, and that's very common, of course. But on our platform, these up and coming artists can build all these things we talked about a while ago, the fan song mixer, karaoke, and all this stuff, which is a lot of fun for the fans. And being able to go out on social media and say, hey, fans, I've got some really cool stuff, and they tell them all about it. And they say, go to my website and I'm going to give you a gift code to get this stuff for free. And so the fans love free stuff. We all know that. So that's a great way for artists to get the fans to their website and hopefully entertain them and turn them into super fans. And there's a lot more that we did too. On our platform, the artists create a 10-second audio introduction for their song. And it plays before the song, and the fan hears that. And it allows the fan to hear what the artist sounds like just talking, right?
Yeah.
And when you think about the fact that there's 50,000 songs a day now being uploaded to Spotify, how do you differentiate? How do you make yourself different? And being able to offer more than just a song, I think is so important. Letting that fan hear your voice, hear you introduce that song and go, wow, what's that accent, or where's he from or she from? And we have commentary too, 4-minute commentary that also will play right before the song. And we've got algorithms that decide when the fans hear this stuff. We've got all kind of cool stuff going. So all of that really, and there's so much more I could tell you about regarding, how to go about building a fan base on Rhythmic Rebellion. Oh, there is one other thing I want to mention while we're talking about that. We pay $2 to the artist every time they sign up a fan on Rhythmic Rebellion. So what happens is, if the fan, let's say my website was gregallen.com, and I go out to my fans and say, hey, fans, go to my website and do this or do that. And the fan goes there, and if they try to follow me, they got to sign up, right? You got to have an account as a fan to do things on Rhythmic Rebellion, like follow people. They try to follow me, they got to sign up. Our software tracks it. We know that they signed up on gregallen.com, and Greg Allen gets $2. If they try to use a gift code, they got to sign up. The fan has to have a place to store all that stuff. And so, we like to say that most of our artists will tell you that they make more money signing up fans on Rhythmic Rebellion than they make streaming on other platforms. And so we're real proud of that. And hey, it works great for us too, because if you've ever done any social media ads before, it'll cost you a lot more than $2 to get a fan to sign up. So paying the artist is a win for them, and it's a win for us. So we really love that idea. And of course, the other thing is to help them, it's not just the beginning artist, but it's even the mid-level artist. An artist that used to sell 100,000 albums a year, and you may think, well, that's not a whole lot. But when you could sell albums and get $10 or $15 each, you're making good money. You're making a living.
You were eating
good money.
Yeah. And now most of the fans are like, why would I do that? I'll just get it on streaming. And they've really lost that incentive to buy that stuff. And so we are hoping that we can bring that back, that with these products that we are building, these digital products that we're building, that these artists, especially these mid-level artists, will be able to bring something back. And there's still a lot of artists are still selling merch, but usually it's some outside company doing the merch for you. So when they're selling merch, they use a link to that company and not their website. So and
basically print on demand.
Yeah. And the other thing that we tell our artists too, and they all agree, everybody's getting frustrated with this. You put a post, we've got a couple of artists that have 1 million followers on Facebook. You make a post on Facebook and you get like 1,000 likes or 2,000 likes, even though you got 1 million followers. And what we know is that it's Facebook has their algorithm created so that it's only people that have engaged with you very recently that see that post. And so even though you've got 1 million followers, they're only showing your post to a very few amount of your followers. And so what we're saying is, look, yes, keep using social media. It is a good place to generate followers, but don't depend on that. Let's get back to the old days where we built the fan base ourselves. Let's build it on your website. We capture those emails. We ask the fans. There's a question that comes up that says, hey, would you please share your email with this artist? 80% of the time they say yes. We've got our own emailing system too. And the artist can email their fans right on our platform. And we even give the fan the option to allow artists to email them if they follow them. So if I'm following you as an artist, that you can email me, but I have settings in my fan account where I can say, I can do it on a per artist basis. I can say, I don't want to receive emails from this artist. So they can uncheck that. But it's great because a lot of fans don't want to share their emails with everybody, right? But this allows the fan to say, yeah, I'm going to let that artist contact me, email me by following him, but not share my email with him. So it allows fans to get communications from a lot more artists. And again, that's one more way that I think will help these artists continue to grow that fan base. And when you got music coming out then and you can email everybody, I think it's a whole lot better than just relying on Facebook or Instagram. We're also creating an internal messaging system that doesn't rely on email. One of the frustrations with email is that Google has gotten really good at trying to put everything in a spam folder, right? So we don't even like that. We want to create our own system internally where maybe we can just send the fan a message that says, hey, you've received some messages, or maybe the fan just gets used to logging in and seeing what messages they've gotten from their artist. So we think all of those are ideas that solve a lot of problems that we have going on right now. So yeah, to sum up, building that fan base, that's the first thing that all these artists need to do. And number two is a better way to monetize those fans, to entertain those fans, keep those fans coming back, and really turn those fans into super fans.